Hi, I'm a harassed Tony. This is our Lord and Saviour Slack. Welcome to Smog Vlog. Today we're going to be chatting crap about the vaping news.
Right, so welcome back. Yeah, so it's vlog time. We're going to go through the vaping news. And then after the vlog time, something we've all been waiting for.
What?
666. New competition time. So stay tuned to find out the details of that. And then our usual crap catch up on what we've been vaping on and all that good stuff afterwards. But first, let's dive down to the vaping news.
Okay guys, so first up on the vaping news, we're just going to dive straight into this one. August 8th, FDA, America, complete fucking bull show.
Yeah, good enough title. Yeah, so come the 8th of August, which is next Monday, the FDA rules and regulations are going to kick in, and that's going to sort of freeze the e-cigarette market. No new products are allowed to come on without sort of certification. It's all very locked down. No doubt there's going to be a lot of uncertainty about how it's going to play out, and hopefully for you guys in America it's going to play out a little bit like we had it here in the UK with the TPD, where it's in place now, but actually nothing's yet changed. It's just locking. You guys, I think, are going to get it a bit harder and probably longer. But hopefully, there's like a good reach around. I mean, way around to keep you guys vaping, offer the stinky cigarettes and keep with vaping. I feel so much better for vaping. Well, okay, that story's done. Like, seriously, a moth is more credible than what the shit's coming out of the FDA. So I think we need to move on to the next one. We will, of course, next vlog, which will be closer, more frequent. We'll explain that at the end, but next vlog we will update you as to what's going on with the FDA and how it is actually taking shape. But for now, we have the date and we are nearly there. It is all over us.
Before we end with that one, because this story is so fucking huge, and we will try and just sort of trying to sneak in a quick vlog for you. Yeah, there is so much to do with this issue. There is stuff going on in the States at the minute, all about writing to your congressman to sort of get them on board with it and trying to, fuck this August 8th thing in the arse, but it doesn't look like it's happening. Fingers crossed for you, it will be, and like Zach said, next vlog we'll update you with hopefully some better news.
Yeah, because there have been some wins against the FDA anyway, though, the machine keeps rolling, so, each win is usually offset by another loss. So, yeah, we'll keep you up to date on that one.
Okay, guys, moving on to that next news article that we were promising you. The government proposes to legalise the sale and supply of e-cigarettes in New Zealand.
Yeah, global show, guys, global show. Yeah, so it's a really good move. New Zealand are finally catching on. So the current state of play is that in New Zealand you're allowed to import e-cig stuff, and that's allowed to have nicotine. But you're not allowed to sell it. You're not allowed to sell anything with nicotine in it. So there's no shops there for e-cigs. It's just nothing. But by legalising that, and it's just going to create an industry there, much like we used to have here.
Just to clarify though, they do still sell cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
And cigarettes,
are known to be really bad for you.
But they also contain that nicotine substance, right?
They do indeed.
Okay, but you could resell that for up until now, but you couldn't fucking. There's another fucking moth. He's come back from the grave. Fucking thing! You didn't get it, try again. But up until now, you couldn't actually legally resell anything with nicotine in it to the general public in New Zealand.
Yeah, it's really weird. But, there's a lot of, weird laws in countries. Vaping completely banned in some countries. So, where we're thinking, we've got it really bad, you just look elsewhere and you think, actually, it's not so bad. But it's good because New Zealand have actually recognised, that, wait a minute, tobacco itself is a really huge problem. It's a drain on our health resources, and it's really bad. E-cigarette seems to be fighting that. You know, the same as Public Health England keeps saying, you know, despite what happened with the TPD. So, yeah, here they are going, actually, maybe we should do this. Seems like a good idea now. Which, yeah, it is.
Better late than never.
Right, next news story. Seeing as vaping is one of the hot topics at the moment in all sorts of media, we're going to go to Business Times, Business Tech. I don't know who the fuck they are.
Link down below.
Link down below. But yeah, Business Insider maybe. Inside her. Anyway, yeah, they've run that article. It says that vaping helps smokers quit, but some vapes could be more toxic than others. And I'm like, oh, this sounds kind of familiar. Then you read through the article and it's saying heat's the problem. It's all about the heat.
The heat.
Yeah, heat. So I actually found that coils, if you've got a single coil, that creates more heat, you know, than a dual coil to get the same amount of vapour. So actually it's a lot worse for you. Yeah, kind of get that logic that there's more heat maybe from the one coil in one place. That one bit might get more hot to produce the same amount of vapor. But I'm like, it sounds really familiar. Oh yeah, excess carbonyls being generated by the overcooking of e-juice. Wasn't that report completely debunked? And luckily enough, they do actually quote someone who just sort of basically tears this apart and says, yeah, this is old news, it's complete rubbish. So why nowadays are people still rehashing this old crap? And also quoting people saying, yeah, we've looked into this, it's a load of rubbish, massively overplayed. Yeah, there are nasty things in there, but they're a fraction of the levels that tobacco has. And these stories are made to say that it's worse for you, but actually the evidence isn't there. It's just like some dodgy reports run by anti-vaping people, probably in the tobacco industry's pocket, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, so after reading the article and then rereading it and then having a couple of shots and rereading it, it then turns out that this is just a recycled fucking news article, because it must be that the vaping news has been a bit fucking low. No one's had any fucking injuries, nothing's exploded in anyone's mouth, so they just thought they'd rehash an old fucking article and then do the old 180 at the end by saying it's probably mostly bullshit. So, in effect, wasting everyone's fucking time just for clicks per view.
Yeah, the point I think they try and make at the end is tie it back to this heat thing. They say, you know, more heat releases more bad stuff. And that I actually do kind of agree with. It's not necessarily more heat, but, you know, if you think a tiny drag on vaping on a really low-powered device compared to, like, a massive high-powered dripper where it chucks just fucking massive clouds, you know, it's not fucking health drink. So the more you do, obviously, the more danger and damage there would be, if there are any. But, you know, we're still talking a fraction of smoking, so it's not something I'm particularly worried about.
For clarity's sake, do not quote us. We is not scientists.
Right, so this is Martin. He was watching our vlog, and as he works in a college, he had some views on the bit we were talking about under 18s vaping. So we're going to have a quick chat around that. So what's the first thing like you were saying about the segregation? Or
well, a while ago they were discussing in the student parliament about segregating the smokers from the e-smokers, because they felt that the teacher body felt that the e-smokers were trying to give up smoking and they should be away from the smokers to help them do that, because it's, you know, it's the fair and right thing to do. When they put this to the students, a complete turnaround, and all of the e-smokers said, we don't want to be segregated, we've never smoked before, we're not trying to give up, we're doing it for social reasons, because you know, if our friends smoke, then they're in the smoking area, and sometimes if they don't smoke, they're in the smoking area. That's just kind of where everyone hangs out, because it's a nice area to be in. So I think that, you know, it's not so much as a giving up tool for the 16 to 18 category. It's more of a social tool that smoking used to be many years ago. Yeah,
because I mean, I started smoking when I was 14, and you weren't supposed to. It was 16 then.
I mean, there was a guy who I used to have driving for me who was 17 when he was a van driver, and they brought the law in to take smoking from 16 to 18 when he was already smoking. So he went from being able to drive a car, he was driving a van for a living, he'd been smoking for a year legally, and then you couldn't buy fags anymore.
Yeah.
It just seemed crazy that they just changed it all around. I mean, I don't think under 18 should be smoking because obviously, there's probably some sort of damage that something causes to you in some way whilst your body's still developing. The same as if you were to do anything in excess.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it's necessarily the same for older people that it is for younger people now, and it's not an aid to give up smoking. It's just a social tool.
Yeah, I mean, vaping is, either people are going to see it as cool or see it as geeky and sad, and there's definitely two schools of thought there. Similarly with the whole segregation thing, that there's two schools of thought, and without any facts, you can just say, I see the benefits of splitting up the smokers and the vapors, because that way the vapors don't have to breathe the smoke. They're not going to be encouraged to smoke cigarettes. Yeah. But similarly, it's like you said, the social aspect.
On the encouraging to smoke, like I said, lots of them haven't smoked before anyway, and they look at it as a better option. If they're going to socialise, if you go down the pub, you're drinking a beer. You're not going to go down to the pub and drink Coke every night. You go to an area to do something. So they're looking at it as their friends smoke. They don't want to smoke. They'll vape instead. Yeah. So it's like a healthy option for them away from the smoking.
Yeah, it's something
kind
else.
of prevents them from smoking, if you like.
Yeah, I mean that is one of the things I said. In the awkward sort of scenario of your child smokes, or would you sooner have your child smoke or vape? And
Yeah, no, I completely agree. They've proved how bad smoking is for you over decades.
Yeah.
So the argument that just isn't there for smoking anymore. That no one thinks it's a good thing. Everyone thinks it's a bad thing. People still do it. It's the way of the world. The vaping is a much better option. And like I say, if it doesn't hurt you, there's no problem, is there?
Yeah. Especially
Double
if
agree.
Double head nod. But especially if vaping is not a gateway to smoking, like some people have dreamed up and are saying because they think it could be. That is a fact.
I think it actually is completely the opposite. It's a stop for smoking. It will stop the young people smoking because they've got something else to do that gives the same effect. It's cool at the moment. It's quite on trend, and it's much safer than smoking. So the kids these days, they're a little bit more switched on than maybe all of we were when we were younger, because they've got so much more information that they can draw from, and they don't want to smoke. They don't want to. A lot of them won't even eat the cakes in the canteen because they're full of sugar. So they'll go and get some fruit from down the road, or they'll go to one of the shops down there and they'll get something healthy, which is mind blowing for me because
I'm down there. Live on cake.
I know. I'll be down there with a chocolate bar and a can of Coke. But it's I think that the people that are putting the rules in place are so far detached from the younger people that the rules that they're putting in may be relevant to the older people, but looking into the future, when the rules are going to actually start coming in, the people that it's going to affect aren't the people that they're setting these rules up for.
Yeah, it's the thing. A lot of the rules, I do get the feeling they're just dreamt up, like Flying Spaghetti Monster. I can explain it, regardless of whether there's any fact or basis for it.
Flying Spaghetti Monster.
You not heard the church?
No.
It was about creationism being taught in church, in school. Sorry.
Oh, you read some messed up books.
No, it's an internet thing.
Sorry, I'm so ignorant.
Basically, they were trying to teach religion as science because of the Bible says so. So someone made up their own sort of effectively a Bible and said that you need to teach creationism by the way of the Flying Spaghetti Monster and how he created the earth. And said there's evidence. There is a little drawing with some mountains, some midgets and some trees. That's evidence. Flying Spaghetti Monster did it. So, it's one of those things that you can dream up something, you can explain it. Facebook pictures. You see all these bullshit pictures about drinking a hot cup of tea after a meal prevents you from oiling up your insides and all this bullshit. And it kind of sounds logical, but there's no fact behind it. It's just made up. Someone's thought, that's probably right, let's do that.
Yeah, I mean, the things, like that example, the cup of tea after you've eaten, that might work for one person on a certain type of food with a certain type of diet for the rest of life. But I'm hoping that people wouldn't invent laws over one specific thing, and it needs to be it covers everyone rather than just one specific group, like for things like vaping, because there's no reason for a lot of the restrictions that they're putting onto it because they're kind of getting it wrong.
Yeah, well,
But
massively.
if they spoke to the people that actually were involved, and these weren't just like kids that were vaping. They were kids that were smoking, kids that don't smoke, kids that do smoke. There was a big variety of people from all different backgrounds, and they all had the common theme because of their age. It was like, well, no, it's a social thing. It's not something that's going to lead on to us doing crack cocaine in the next 5 years. It stops them from smoking because that's their option. They could smoke, they could vape.
Yeah.
And they've chosen the vaping, so I can't see why they're putting so many
That's the thing. I mean,
emphasis on that.
vaping is the most effective way to give up smoking if you have been a smoker. It is the most like smoking, and I certainly feel the health benefits of moving to vaping from smoking. And so the fact that vaping is an effective tool at giving up smoking, logically it can also be an effective tool of stopping from starting smoking.
Yeah.
If you're going to be there in that situation rather than just having a fag one day because you're bored, or all your mates are doing it, vaping instead.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's no brainer as far as I'm. But that's because I'm quite privileged and I see both sides of it. I can see the rules side that the authorities and, if you like, in my case the school or the college want to put in place. I can see the side of the students as well, because they're the ones that it's going to affect, and they're just so different. And I think that people need to communicate a little bit more and actually step back and say, hang on, is this what everyone wants, or is this just what we've just focused on and got stuck into our heads and just going round and round and round on it?
So we've already talked about the segregation of vapers and smokers at colleges. Martin actually does a lot of work with gigs and stuff around the pub scene and that around the area. So, anything to say around vaping there?
Yeah, I mean, there was a big slump obviously in pubs, and a lot of pubs went out of business when the smoking ban came in. Now, while that was a good thing, and the idea of it was to increase business in pubs for families and stuff, which I disagree with. A pub really isn't a family orientated area, in my opinion, especially not on a Friday or Saturday night. Jesus,
God no.
But it kind of put a lot of pubs out of business, and it was quite easy to blame, because it was a change, and the decline in sales and stuff. It was too easy to blame them. But then, quite recently, they've stopped vaping in a venue that I put gigs on down the road. Previously, after the smoking ban, it had a slump. We brought the figures, the numbers back up. There was more people coming in. There was more people coming in listening to the music rather than sitting outside and smoking. And it was, it was a nice vibe. But people were vaping quite a lot. And with the introduction of the sub-arm tanks and stuff, there was obviously a lot more vaping there. The landlady had a shit fit one day. Threw all the vapors out. Said that they had to go and smoke it outside. They weren't allowed to do it inside anymore. From that moment onwards, dead again. People just aren't interested in coming out. There'll be a couple of the hardcore that are really into the music that will come in there, and they'll go outside and vape. But the rest of them disappeared, never seen ever since. And it's kind of, that's had a knock-on effect to my own business, because obviously I'm not making her as much money as we were before. And it's literally, that's the only thing that it could come down to. It's the same bands that are playing, the same styles of music. We've kept up with things. We've done different surveys and stuff to find out what people want. We're doing everything right, but people aren't coming through the door because they haven't got that freedom that they've got in other pubs where they can go in and they can vape in there.
It harks back to the segregation sort of aspect.
Yeah, and again, I think that the vaping it is now the social thing. If you're, like the example I gave you earlier, if you're at work and you've got the radio on, you're working and you're working well with the radio on. If you're socialising, you've got something in your hand, but whether it's a cigarette or a vape pipe. It's I think it's time that we move forward a little bit and said, well, so what? It's a social thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, there is no sort of evidence of passive vaping. So from a health point of view, then it's only mumbo jumbo that would say that it's dangerous having people vaping inside at the moment. In fact, there is evidence to say that there is no such thing as passive vaping. But certainly when I go out and have a beer, like when I was a smoker, I used to smoke a lot, and it was great. I used to really enjoy it, and I did smoke more at the time, back when you could smoke in pubs. And so when it stopped, it was tough, because you'd have to go outside, and it was certainly less fun. moved to vaping. When I have a drink now, I want to vape. I don't want a cigarette. I want to vape. And losing the ability to sit there and vape and drink is crap.
It's the whole outcast thing, isn't it? You're doing something different to what the society wants you to do.
Yeah.
So you're pushed outside, and they don't want you in their establishment. And it's not necessarily the landlords and the landladies at the pub we used to work at. The landlady vapes all the time. The landlord doesn't. He doesn't like it, but because she vapes, it's fine. It predominantly is more smokers in that pub than vapers, and the beer garden is rammed every single weekend. There's maybe 20, 30, 40 people inside the actual bar. Everyone else is out in the garden, to the point where they actually installed a bar in the garden.
Yeah.
But that's if you wanted to come inside and vape, you can.
Yeah.
And they do really well. But the ones that are stopping it, they're losing out because it's the same effect that they're having from the smoking ban.
Yeah. I mean, when I go, we go to a beer festival, local beer festival, and it can be freezing cold. Last time it was, we're all huddled around one tiny heater outside. I can't go to a pub and sit inside the whole night. I like to, regardless of the weather, sit outside if it's not a friendly one and have a vape. But places that are vape friendly inside, then I'd be there all the time. It's much better as a vapor, and you enjoy the experience a lot more.
I mean, it doesn't bother me either way at all. I couldn't care less if someone's chasing clouds behind me. I'm quite happy to just sit there. It's fine.
So a lot of sort of basic vape etiquette sort of followed, and you're not blowing clouds over someone who's eating and all that sort of
Popping
shit.
it into their drink and then handing it back. Yeah. It just sits on the top.
Who'd do that?
I don't know. Kids, big kids.
Yeah, big kids.
Okay, guys, that's about it for this segment. Let us know what your experiences have been with the whole vaping in beer gardens and the school aspect as well, or college or university. What's been going on? Tell us.
Yeah, so that wraps it up for this. Don't forget to follow Martin on getgigseasy.co.uk if you're into the cool music scene and general awesome stuff. Cheers. Right, anyway, enough of that nonsense article. On to maybe our last article. I think our last article. Are you ready, guys? We're going to do it. Okay. Are Google in the pocket of big tobacco, or have they just read too many newspaper articles? Tony?
Okay, so this next news article, which was picked up by Gizmodo.com by, I'm going to say reporter Matt Novak, who's the reporter over there, I think, maybe. He tweeted from the official Gizmodo account saying that vapes are banned in the Democratic Convention. Welcome to Hillary's America. Now, by that, I think he means the actual act of vaping and not actually vapors themselves, because that would be a bit of a step too far, Hillary.
So, yeah, Google Play Music saw that tweet and retweeted it and said, why she has my vote. So Gizmodo claimed that it's a big slap in the face of vapors, and they've just sort of basically turned around and went, well, fuck you guys. It was very quickly pulled, the tweet, just because of that level of one-sidedness. Shouldn't be from a sort of supposed to be neutral sort of company. You don't want to be going out making enemies of people who pay a lot of money into you. It's just not what you should be doing.
Like you said, you should be neutral.
Yeah. Save the politics and bullshit for the politicians, really, and the media outlets.
I mean, they're allowed to have their views as individuals, but when you're talking about a company the size of Google, where they're supposed to service every single demographic.
Yeah, thin ice. It was pulled, but not before everyone got a screenshot of it, and unlucky Google. It doesn't look particularly favourable. I mean, this media pitchforks at dawn strikes again, and it's now appearing in Google Music Play. Their price has gone up anyway. I'll use Amazon. Fuck them.
Oh no, I'm sure they'll be devastated.
Yeah,
absolutely fucking devastated
when we get our YouTube channel pulled. Google on YouTube.
That's a high possibility. I was actually going to lead into that article saying, the fact that they control all the fucking web pages, don't they? So it won't be too long before all these screen captures that people have got of this Twitter thing actually fucking disappear or shoot down the list because they control all the fucking strings.
Right, okay, that does kind of finish it for the run through. Very quick run through of some recent news. Now there's going to be a bigger update next week where there's more stuff kicking off. So that's fine. It does quite tie. Finishing on Google does tie quite nicely into the fact that we have just monetised the channel, and so far we've made a whopping, drum roll, nothing. Yay! Yeah, having only just done it. However, you know, for the future competitions, that's going to be really good. But it's not about the future competitions. There's another competition to celebrate 666 subscribers finally, which is awesome. Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're recording this in a bit of advance of that 666. We're currently sitting as of recording right now. We're at 662, but you know, you guys have been subscribing to us like hellfire.
Yeah, it's awesome. We're like, yeah, flattered. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Very humbling.
Yeah, so we thought we would repay that again out of our own pocket. So you know, there are places with bigger, better prizes, but you know, this is out of our pocket as a token to say thank you, Tony.
Slack. We're agreed, everyone. Okay, so the competition this time is going to be, well, was going to be for a few different. We had loads of ideas, and then you know, someone got his way. We're going to be giving away a Reuleaux.
Yeah, the 2/3. Ooh.
Is it the 2/3 though?
That's the one we're going to put up. However, if you don't like that, if you decide that I don't want a 2 battery mod, I want the 3 battery mod, then you can pick a different one. But you know, the one we'll probably put a shiny picture up. No. Touch it. Oh, not touching tips again. Yeah, so the Reuleaux we're going to be putting up for competition is the 2/3, the 2/3. Call it what you will. It's the 2 battery. Is it a 3 battery job? If for some reason that isn't what you want and you win the prize, you will have the option of picking just a standard RX200 or an RX200S. No DNA ones, because it's coming out of our pocket and we are poor. And I'm going to be eating baked beans for like a month to afford this or some shit, you know.
Don't make them feel bad, for crying out loud.
But they're going to be winning. They're not going to feel bad. They'll be like, oh,
I
poor
know, they're
them.
potentially
Yeah,
going to
I've
be
got
winning a
stuff.
DNA 200 mod.
No, they're not.
Oh.
No, so yeah, RX200, RX200S, or the brand spanking new 2/3 Reuleaux
In whatever colour you want.
that's made.
So yeah, just to clarify, we are offering the Reuleaux in whatever mod you want, whatever model of the Reuleaux you want, in whatever colour that is currently available by Wismec.
Yep. So to enter, we said we were going to do it better. It was going to be more organised, but fuck it. You have to like and subscribe. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and just hit done in the comment section below. And we
Don't
will
hit done, type done.
Oh.
God, there was such a ball ache about this last time. Just type done down below.
Done.
Done.
Doesn't matter how you spell it. You can spell it D-U-N for all I care. It's fine. Just put it in there, and then we're all good. We will choose the winner at random, and we'll show you that in the reveal video, which will give you a date as well. The date will be down below when the competition closes. And the only rules and sort of stipulations is that you must be of legal vaping age in your country, and you must be able to receive these goods into your country, and it can't be sort of prohibited in your country or region. But yeah, whole world is your oyster. Please get done in.
Mainly about the sharing, though. Mainly about the sharing.
Yeah, shares are good. Shares are good. We get a lot of comments, which is really great to hear. You know, I'm surprised you guys haven't got thousands of subs and stuff. You know, it's coming. We're getting there slowly but surely. You know, like British Rail, we will get there eventually. However, with your help, we will get there a lot quicker. So please do the whole sharing. Right, okay, guys. So good luck in the competition, and yeah, check the details. But for now, let's talk about some other shit. So Tony, what you've been vaping on?
Oh, some good shit, you mean? Not
yeah.
actual other shit, because we are in the room after all. Small pile in the corner. What we've been vaping on this week. I have recently got the iPower 5000 milliamp hour from eLeaf. We're putting it through its paces at the minute. Got the lovely wood brown effect.
Yeah, plastic wood. Yeah, reminds me of a Rover 25 I once had.
Yep, same here actually. yeah, small lesson to myself: don't be ordering mods at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm not paying attention to what fucking colour I'm ordering.
Schoolboy error.
Schoolboy error.
Schoolboy
You
error.
go on.
Well, mod-wise, I'm on the Limitless 200-watt box mod with the changeable sides and stuff, but let's not talk too much about that. That's going to be our next review, so shh.
I've also been on the Hugo Vapor Boxer 160, which has been very nice.
Yeah, nice big arcade button on that fucker. Yeah, it needs more of a click, but it's good. It's good.
Maybe we want to tell them pros and cons about it as well, eh?
Well, okay,
Just
what I
get it
like
all-
about this mod, other than that, up top, myself, I've been vaping, a selection of drippers, but mainly still on this rose gold crown and My Man by One Hit Wonder at the moment. Got back into that. It's good. It's good. You?
It's good. I haven't actually got any tanks. No, I haven't got any tanks. I haven't actually got any new tanks at the minute. I've been looking about trying to see what's been coming in. So, like you, I'm on the fucking Crown as well. Not that it's a bad thing. Fucking Crown is brilliant for flavour. I was looking at getting the TFV 8, but it kind of got done real fucking quick.
Yeah, with the TFV8, the TFV4 as well, I was like really excited about that. It's like, really high power, but it's just like, if you want that high power, just get drippers, and then your coils won't burn out. You have to throw them away every 2 days. You've got a bedding in period of as long as it takes to burn the coil out. So,
What tanks are out there? What have you guys got? I'm curious to know. Drop us a comment down below. I want to know.
No, don't drop us a comment down below because this is a competition. Comments.
This is the vlog as well, so
No, because I have to edit this fucker. No comments.
you don't edit shit.
No, the competition.
You have to do the competition. Yeah.
It's going to be a complete nightmare. I don't want you fucking talking in it. It makes it fucking so difficult. Yeah, see, for me with tanks, I buy so many tanks. Every time a new tank comes out, I'll buy it and I'll get it with the purpose of review, and I'll even not get on with it so much that it's just not worth doing a review, or maybe I don't give it enough time to really get into it. So I just keep buying tanks. I use them for a few days. I'm like, fuck that, back to the Crown. Shit, back to the Crown, back on drippers, whatever. And we should probably do a list of tanks that we did not get on with. A video on it. It would make a whole video's worth.
There's a few. I mean, I buy stuff, and sometimes I've got loads of other stuff that I'm reviewing, and so I'll chuck them over to him to try and sort out, and that's happened.
Loads. I've got tons of Tony's shit lying around my house.
It's in the corner down here.
In the pile.
It's down there.
The Crixus is over there as well. That's another one where everyone said great things about the Crixus, and
Yow.
Right, okay, that about cuts it for what we've been vaping on this week. Now, our regular subscribers and followers might have noticed that the content's dropped down over the last month or so. There's been a lot going on. It's not all been good, I have to say. Unfortunately, my dad passed away a bit over a month ago, and obviously that was quite tough. Being in the mood for filming, doing this, because this is good fun and you need to be in the right frame of mind to do it, and I just hadn't been there that often, so filming had sort of taken a bit of a backseat, understandably. Tony's had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, kind of redecorating a whole house, not just redecorating, but everything that's fucking associated with that. Like today, battling a fucking shower screen, but nothing compared to losing your dad. But it all just adds up.
Yeah. I mean, it's just stuff gets in the way. However, we've both got through it, and we've come out the other side, and things are starting to get back to normal. We're back to our regular filming day, and things are looking normal now, which is good, and that gives us a bit of hope, for the rest of the year. We're sort of on the cusp of the top of that summer wave, and it's going to start cooling off, and we won't be sitting here melting in studio lights in like 30 degrees C. By the way, if you're watching from America, that's really fucking hot in the UK.
Like surface of the fucking sun.
Yeah. But anyway, enough of that. Let's move on. We'll do something else. We usually do video updates. You know, what's changed, anything changed, any updates on the stuff that we've reviewed. So first of our oldest reviews was the E-Leaf Pico. Tony has some news on that one.
I've got some breaking news. No, I don't. I bought one as well. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's a really cool single battery mods. You know, so often naff. Let's face it. But occasionally you come across one that is just really good. And yeah, Pico still a performer. And Tony's happy because it's in stainless steel. Look at that.
Not only that, but shout out to Devilish Mode for putting us onto the Serpent Mini there, which tops the Pico quite nicely. It's a fucking awesome little single coil, and yeah, she chucks clouds at 34 watts and goes for miles.
Goes like the clappers.
Two very quick product updates since our last vlog. The Hell's Gate piece of shit. Yeah, I still enjoy regularly beating that, so that's good. And the iStick TC 200 watt. Yeah, still gets batteries stuck in it. Awesome.
Yeah, great. Still loving the Troll V2. Yeah, despite the fact that some people hate the Troll face, I must admit it was not something I'm big into. You know, that whole internet meme thing. But however, you know, we forgave it because it's an awesome dripper. I still use that a lot. In fact, I built on it today. A little nichrome build in it, and yeah, it's good.
Have you got any plans for getting the newly released 25mm version? The eyes.
For reals?
Yes, for realsies.
Definitely. And based on the strength of that, I'm very excited to hear that there's a 25mm version of it coming out, because, you know, a bit more build. That personally, my favourite drippers tend to be the 26-650 size, you know, 28 or 30mm sort of drippers. I just like that extra space. I don't, you know, extra juice capacity as well, loads of extra build space. So, you know, come on, Motofo, let's bring out a 30mm version of it. Quit pissing about with this 25mm, just 22 and a 30 and be done with it, and that'll be a happy slag. 25, I'm going to buy it anyway, like as soon as this video's over. If I can wait that long.
I'm surprised you haven't got the phone already. You look like you've got itchy fingers.
I haven't bought anything today. Okay, so that about brings us to the end of the product updates and pretty much the end of the vlog. However, yeah, we've got some really exciting hardware coming up, some exciting e-juices coming up for review, and like I said, now we're back on our shit, you know, you can expect that soon. But yeah, Tony better sign out because I always go a bit sideways.
Guys, thank you for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed what you've been seeing, and we're doing it for you in all the right ways, because that's what we're about. If we are doing it right for you, please don't hesitate to drop a like and do the whole subscribe thing, because it helps us out a lot.
Yeah, do some sharing, and don't forget to get in that competition. You need to be in it to win it. That might be trademarked, but fuck it.
Also, if you'd like to follow us on the social medias, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, we are quite
fucking sweary, chatty. But for now, good luck in the competition, and thanks for watching Smog Vlog. You starting? You starting?
Alright, calm down, calm down.
Oh, I guess I'll do some sort of introduction. For fuck's sake. I barely have my thoughts in line.
Hi, I'm from the internet.
Martin does a lot of work with gigs and stuff at pubs and that.
Young musicians.
And
Don't say young.
You know, this is way too much, right?
Makes me sound like a kiddie
do
fiddler.
you want me to do it?
Goldfish.
Do you want me to do it, Goldfish?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure?
As soon as you've already worded it.
While we're here then?
Okay, adjust position.
Okay. Looking in the camera.
Don't make eye contact.
My dog's fine, just don't look at his eyes.
Jep's eye.
Watch out for that red button, don't push it.
You know everything.
I know everything.
This is why Martin's here. He knows everything.
I'm Goracle. Don't look at the camera.
Making it weird.
Get the eyes.
I think we should both look at Tony because he's doing it.
So guys,
It's aggressive.
you're sinking down. You're doing a slack. He starts off up here, and then by the end of the video, he's fucking somewhere down there
It's
somewhere.
that seat, man, that does it.
It's your arm.
But yeah, hopefully, you know, there's like a good reach around. I mean, way around to keep you guys vaping off of the stinky cigarettes that are really bad. If there's a moth, there was a moth. Have a moth. Fuck's sake!
That was going so well until you started going. There's a moth. There's a moth.
Oh, I can't remember what I said. It might have to stay in.
Reach around. Work around.
Yeah. Moth's gone. So yeah, hopefully you guys are going to find a way around it, you know, to keep you going, keep off of the cigarettes and keep with vaping. You know, I feel so much better for vaping. The moth is fucking back.
I got it. Sorry for all you moth lovers out there, but Slack's shit is in here.
Yeah.
Actual shit.
No. It's coming
It's
right
gone.
for us. Something about a moth? Oh no, wait.
I have no idea.
Right, next up on the news, hotspot. Hot news, I don't know.
Cool IT, we've had a fucking meltdown.
That's why I'm just rebooting.
Let's have a look. Oh shit, it's Vista.
We're going to die.
I just think of that scene every time I hear Vista.
Yeah.
51 or 31?
31. But I think as we've touched on it, we can say that we've now monetised the channel.
You're going to touch it, are you?
Yeah.
He's going to touch it.
To say thank you, Tony.
Slack. We're agreed, everyone.
Smog plug. And the only sort of stipulations of it is that, and the only sort of slagged off Google, slagged off British Rail.
Yeah. Anyone left?
Yeah, probably.
I would say go for Theresa May, but you probably don't even know who the fuck that is.
Theresa May. She's our new Prime Minister.
Fucking hell. Look at you with all your current affairs.
That smells bad. Bad.
Curry?
Yeah. 2 days running now. Homemade curry.
Today we're going to do a mini review of the Just 2 Mini.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do the last bit, and then you do the signing out bit, and then I'll. Yeah. Good.